Omar bin Khattab says, a man appeared, none of us knew him. And he wasn't a traveler, he didn't look like a traveler. He said his clothes were whiter than white, his hair was blacker than black, he was extremely handsome. The man walked into the gathering, no one knew who he was. He walked straight up to the Prophet ﷺ and he sat right at the knees of the Prophet of Allah. Imagine, they're sitting there. You're sitting with the Prophet ﷺ, his companions. This man walks straight into the gathering, walks straight up to the Prophet of Allah, doesn't look at anyone, doesn't talk to anyone, doesn't introduce himself. He walks straight to the Prophet of Allah. He sat down, he put his knees to his knees and he says to him, Ya Muhammad, akhbirni an al-Islam. He says, Oh Muhammad, tell me about Islam. It's an amazing hadith. If you don't know it, follow it up, read it. Anyway, so he sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he responds and he tells him about the 5 pillars of Islam. Then he says to him, Oh Muhammad, akhbirni an al-Iman. Tell me about faith. Tell me about Iman, O Prophet of Allah. And then he sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he responds with the 6 pillars of faith. He says to him, An tu'mina billahi wa rasulihi wa kutubihi. He sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he tells this strange man, he says to him, the 6 pillars of Iman is to believe in Allah and His prophets and His angels and the day of judgment, and to believe in the decree of Allah and to believe in His books. 6 of the 4, my brothers and sisters, are unseen. To believe in Allah, my brothers, is not like anything else. To be a Muslim is not like anything else. We live in a world where seeing is believing. And that is the exact opposite of being a Muslim. Everyone wants to see. And even Muslims, when we talk amongst each other, even when our hearts are in the right place, brother, wouldn't it be mad? Wouldn't it be amazing? Wouldn't it be good if we could just see? I mean, I believe, but if I could just see. And this is a big thing. That if Allah was to just show me, to show you what? What is it that you want to see? And it's almost as though we're trying to convince ourselves that if Allah was to just show me, that I would be much more.